You're listening to the October 30th, 2022 reading of Blossom Goodchild's channeling with the Federation of Light.
Good morning. Well, if I could give you a noddy badge, I would. I've had so many emails sent to me regarding the World Health Organization announcing a deadly fungus that is a follow-on from the virus. I love you, I love you, I love you. Could it be something you said has come about at last?
Welcome to you, Blossom. Welcome to the entirety of the community. The tribe of light warriors that has expanded not only in number, yet in ways of the glorious spirit heart. We smile at your surprise. A large smile.
Is it a surprise? Yes, I suppose it is. With all respect, of course. You said that this will lead to a worldwide lockdown. Fergus the Fungus rides again.
Yes, this we have spoken of. We ask you to remember that this is a guise. Nothing is as it seems. In the coming times, as you recognize more and more that we have spoken of coming into fruition, we ask you to remember the reason you are here. For things are about to get very sticky.
Very sticky?
In the sense that if one has glue on their fingers, it can be that another finger touches it and that gets stuck, and another, and another. And the more one tries to free themselves of it, from it, the more of a pickle they find themselves in.
Who are you referring to? Us or them?
Them. Yet, you know that the quickest way to relieve your planet of this dark, sticky mess is to pour warm water over it. Our dearest soul, known as White Cloud, always speaks of water representing love. This is when you will be challenged to send love to those involved in the mess, those who have disrespected the laws of love. When news of their behavior is fully disclosed, this shall be no easy task. Therefore, come from the heart in a general healing of all, to heal the planet by sending out your love to all, especially those who need it most. You are here to be an example, and when it is that many are in shock and disbelief and disgust, that is when you speak to them of this healing through love. Remember this. There shall be so much hatred arise from the ones who have been asleep. They need to be shown how to forgive and to heal themselves and all that is taking place through love.
Thank you. Back to Fergus, if I may. Anything more you can enlighten us with as to how it'll all play out? Unbeknownst to the reader, the listener, this conversation isn't flowing. I was excited to begin, and now I feel at a standstill. Any thoughts, advice?
Perhaps there is a little to be said at this point. We cannot give you a time frame for when this will take place, and we cannot tell you how long the stay indoors policy will last. Yet we feel it quite certain to say that it will not be for a long stretch of time, for too much will be opened up, and those who need to hide from the exposure shall no longer be able to do so. So, things will happen in succession very quickly. One should not be concerned of a long haul, so to speak.
Well, that's good to know. I'll leave that there then. Another thing I wanted to bring up was the monoliths. In that I was sent a picture from an app, and again, can't find it online anywhere, of 4 monoliths in a large lighted room, and nothing else at all in there. It was very stark. So see below, or at the end of the video for a picture. Can you confirm if this was legit and speak more about this, if appropriate to do so?
Yes, Blossom. This is an accurate portrayal. These have been transported to the secret place and left alone as it became very quickly apparent that nothing could be done to break inside of these structures, and that any attempts to do so left the triers very out of sorts.
In what way?
As we have spoken of, these monuments are designed so meticulously as to prevent any damage coming to them. In untechnical terms, we would say that if tampered with, they let out a frequency that distorts the physical makeup, as well as the mental makeup, so that the one tampering is unable to continue. It is not permanent damage to that soul, yet leaves them unable to continue. This room, as you can imagine, is heavily guarded, and for now, the structures are left in peace. For the ones who are trying to get to know them better, know they are at a standstill.
I believe that others around the globe are placed strategically in certain energy points, along ley lines, etc., so that when the time comes for them to be activated, they will connect up with each other. So what will happen to the ones in the room?
Blossom, these devices are extremely powerful. They have intensely complicated circuitry that is far beyond the knowledge that is known on Earth at this time. Even if it were to be, which is impossible, that they were opened up, no one, not even the top technicians, would be able to make head nor tail of them. They would still be able to connect with the others, and yet this will not be necessary, for they shall be placed back in their individual power points in time for kickoff, would we say.
That would certainly be some kind of secret mission for some seriously high intelligence agency to carry out. I'd offer to help, but I don't think they'll fit in my boot.
No, this is not the case, for by the time they are needed to be back in place, they can be transported freely out in the open to their homing ground.
Meaning that those of in the light will be fully, openly in control?
Indeed.
That feels quite a way down the track to me, yet nice to know, thank you. On to the pillars of light. Look at us go. There are now photos of pillars of light just hanging there in the sky, in Korea, I believe. Again, see photo below or at the end of the video. These are more like the ones you showed me in my mind, only the ones you portrayed were much wider. Are these we're now seeing the ones you spoke of?
Blossom, these are, once again, part of the build-up to the bigger presentation. They are in preparation in order for more souls to become accustomed to such phenomena, to allow one's being to take it in, so that when it's time, the shock won't be so alarming for those who have remained shut down. We understand why they are being called pillars of light, and indeed they are. They are not of earthly content, yet there are much bigger and better delights to come.
So are these lights doing anything, or just there for show?
Oh yes, Blossom, they're doing a great deal. As stunning as they are, they have a purpose. They have sequences to them. They have frequencies to them, and they talk to each other. Many are there that are unable to be seen until their frequency is of a certain pattern and format that lights them up.
But what do they do exactly?
They are eliminating impurities. They are zapping, for want of a better word, energies in your atmosphere that should not be there. Energies that have been placed there by those of lesser light. For a long time, these negative energies have been infiltrated into the very air you breathe. And now that the light is in control, so much is able to be accomplished in ways of clearing and cleansing.
Can you tell me why they're only in a certain place in certain countries?
Because these sessions have to be completed in a sequence, as we say. There are certain energy lines that are gridlocked in certain places, and they need to be unshackled, broken down, and dispersed before other clearings can take place. There shall be many more of these sightings. The clearings, the unblocking that they are accomplishing, are also one of the reasons that many more exquisite displays of rainbows, etc., can be seen. The negativity that has been disparaged and removed allows for this to be.
I double-checked on disparaged. It said of little worth. I would say those of lesser light have found it the opposite.
Yet, Blossom, in terms of the whole, in terms of true, pure love, that which does not serve of, from, any nature is indeed of no worth at all.
Fair enough. I will also try and post a picture, see below or at the end of the video, of what to me is definitely a rainbow ship in the skies in Thailand. Can you confirm?
Indeed, we can. And what joy was shared by all from those on the ground and those in the vessel.
Vessel?
Is not a vessel something that is used to contain something?
Yes. What was it containing? The Star Trek cast and crew, perhaps?
Not quite, Blossom. Yet we enjoy your humor. Its contents are that of any normal craft of that size. Yet by no means is this what you call a mothership.
What do you call a mothership?
Home.
Nice. So, what would be inside?
Crystals of large proportion. They are our entire energy source system.
Any little green men?
No.
If I close my eyes, can you show me? Light. So much light. Vegetation. I can't see anyone.
Go up 3 levels.
Whoa. Piccadilly Circus. So busy, yet so calm and peaceful. I can't quite make these folk out. They do not look like humans. There seem to be various species, yet still unclear to my eye.
Yes, this particular ship carries those who had certain skills and desires to complete the mission assigned to it. Very much like in your world, one would recruit the best man, woman, for the position.
So, what is their assignment?
To collect vegetation from different planets, interbreed them for the highest possible beneficial outcome for the good of all. These beings are what you would call scientists and assistants.
Thing is, in my head, I've just recalled an added extra on the E.T. movie when one is taken inside the craft. It was a long time ago, so my memory fails, and it was full of vegetation. I could, of course, fall into my old trap of questioning. Is what you're saying coming from this memory and not you at all?
Of course, you could, and yet you do not do that anymore, do you, Blossom? For you have moved on from that space of uncertainty, have you not?
Correct. Forget I even mentioned it. It's all very intriguing. Before we finish, it was pretty obvious to most in the know that this was a rainbow-cloaked ship. Was it the choice of the inhabitants to display it this way?
Not only the inhabitants, Blossom. Yet the council of deciders of such matters that do not reside on board also had to give their approval. There is much involved in universal law, and protocols must always be adhered to and approved of. Can you imagine the panic if it was not cloaked in this way? Yet can you now also see why to deliver such goodies?
Whoa. Immediate tears. Oh, thank you. That energy struck a chord. Pray continue, now that I've pulled myself together.
This was our intention, Blossom. For it is the yearly anniversary at this time of the soul of your choice to pass. He enjoys getting around and about, and especially to surprise you in this way.
Tears are always proof of truth for me. Hi, Goody. Far out, Brussels sprout. What's going on here? 1 minute I'm saying it's time to go, and the next I'm falling apart.
Absorb the love, dearest Blossom.
Am doing. Thank you. You were saying...
We were saying that to deliver such goodies has to be done at a pace that will allow food for thought for those who had no idea they were hungry.
Gonna go now. Well, what a jam-packed little sandwich this has been. Usually it takes me an hour to channel what Joe and I read in about 15 minutes. Today it's taken an hour and 40 minutes. There just seemed to be breaks in communication, yet I was determined to stick with it, even though the man next door decided to mow his lawn and the man across the road chose to power wash his drive. Nonetheless, we made it. Tickety-boo. In gratitude, in loving service, I am.